Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica J, and I was just wondering if you've ever sat and thought to yourself, what kinds of things are women noticing about men these days? Well, if so, I'm glad you asked, because you are probably well aware that I've already done a video on this right here. However, as you may have deduced by the title of this video, this is the post-pandemic version because we women are looking at things a little differently nowadays, especially you. And to make sure you never miss out on hearing the female perspective on what it is we see in you or don't see in you, or another one of my videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button with that notification bell. So studies show that within a 1/10 of a second, we are able to judge a person's character based on what we see in them. Whether they are aggressive or reliable or pound town worthy. These are the things that subconsciously and unconsciously go on within seconds, or as I just mentioned, within a 1/10 of a second of us just looking at ya. It's also shown that we women rate your attractiveness based on what we feel in our motherfucking hearts, which is what I've been saying for a long time, as opposed to what we see in you or on you. So again, I'm gonna talk to you about the first things we notice within that 1/10 of a second. I was at a conference the other day, and they were talking about how we as human beings now have the attention span of 8 seconds. A goldfish has 9 seconds. So you better impress the shit out of women within their first couple seconds, or you may as well be trying to fuck goldfish out there. Yeah, ew. So let's dive right into this. The very first thing we notice post-pandemic is your eyes. Okay, let's be real. Some of us are still wearing masks out there. I know for me, I will be too terrified to not wear a mask, probably for the rest of my life. So what have we been more inclined to notice, whether or not you're wearing one? It's your eyes. And realistically, you can show your attitude, your mood, your receptiveness, or lack thereof with just your eyeballs. I know for me, I'm talking with my eyes all day long. You will see when I'm rolling them. You will see when I'm judging you. And you'll see when I'm just like straight up confused, like this. All day, every day. That's my face. So be mindful of the face that your eyes is putting on out there, because that's the very first thing we women see. The second thing we notice is how you react to your environment around you. Are you getting pissed off because it's a long line and everybody's standing 6 feet away from each other, but you really wish that people would just like move up already? Come on. Or are you the guy who's letting the lady behind you go before you in the grocery line because she has one item and you have 18 protein shakes? Either way, how you treat others in the world and your world around you is just as indicative of how well you will be treating us or not well. The third thing we notice is your outfit. I'm gonna tell you right now, with the rise of social media and especially Instagram, we women expect y'all to be a little more done up than in the caveman days. Granted, if you only rock t-shirts and jeans, fine. You can still do well with your appearance and wear fitted t-shirts or wear jeans that complement your butt and your long legs. Either way, I'm not telling you to change personality. I'm not telling you gotta be on the cover of GQ, but you do have to dress to your strengths. And for a great channel on how to do that, don't forget to check out Courtney Ryan's channel right here. Or is it right here? Which then brings me to, I've talked about this time and time again, is your hair and face and your your facial hair and shit. Okay, are you the one clinging to the 4 pieces of hair you have left? Or are you the one desperately growing out a beard with like a patch right around here? But fuck Jessica, I'll take all the facial hair I can get. Again, it's not about having the hair or not having the hair. It's about playing to your strengths. Maybe you've actually got a great shaped head and you should just shave it all off like John Travolta. Very sexy bald man right now, might I add. Or maybe you've got a great jawline, but your friends are all saying, bro, you gotta have a beard, that's manly. So you grow a beard like down to here, and now you just like look like you've got like this long ass horse face. Either way, we're noticing much more of that, again, because we women are a little, we've heightened our standards a bit in regards to what we want visually. because we live in a very visual world now, and that's the only thing we can really discern y'all by when we are looking at you out and about. Number 5, we already touched on this before in regards to how you handle your environment, how you handle yourself amongst others, is really your engagement with others. Are you butting into conversations because they're talking about something and you have an opinion that is putting theirs to shame because you're right and they're wrong? Are you complimenting people on the things you see them buying or wearing or connecting? Like, oh my God, I just bought that grill yesterday. You're gonna love it. I broke mine already. And how are these people reacting to you? Social proof nowadays is a very real thing. How others react to you and respond to you gives us an indication of what kind of man you are and how much we will enjoy interacting with you or not. If we see other people getting weirded out by you and running away from you, we'd be like, all right, time to get away from here because I don't care how good he looks, he's a fucking weirdo. If you know that you're not having the most engaging conversations with people, if you know that you aren't able to elicit excitement and positive conversation and more conversation from people out and about, especially women, don't forget to check out my Speak to Spark Arousal program at speaktosparkarousal.com, where Module 1 is completely dedicated to creating engaging conversations to the point where you don't have to talk that much. You'll elicit more conversations with people because they'll be that excited to engage with you. Which then brings me to number 6, which is how you walk and talk. Are you like timid and excuse me, hey, you got my order wrong? Or are you walking tall and confident in yourself, engaging with people, no problem? Walk with big dick energy. Again, we can feel what type of person you are and what type of partner you will be alongside of us based on how you walk and talk. We hear it in your voice, we see it in the way you move. So be mindful of how you walk and talk when you're out and about and ladies are looking. Which then brings me to number 7, which is whether or not you're coming to talk to us. So I was at the bar the other night and I walk in and there's some fun motherfucker who is like totally my type, standing by the door. Him and I lock eyes. I'm like, okay, let's see how long it takes for him to come talk to me. About 2 hours into the night, I've noticed he's just been staring at me all fucking night. And I'm like, now this is weird and I want to get out of his line of vision. We see you hesitating and we are weirded out the longer you take to talk to us. By the end of the night, it had already been 3 hours of him just gawking at me everywhere I go. He comes up to me, drunk out of his mind, and goes, huh, he's Russian, huh, I want to talk to you all night, but the fight was on and I also too shy. Now I say hi. And I'm like, now I say bye. So we see you hesitating. We see you noticing us. We see you wanting to talk to us. And the longer you take to work up that courage to go do so, the longer we realize that I'm not gonna want him to talk to me by the time he does anyway. So if you know you're one of those guys that does tend to hesitate when it comes to going after a woman he wants, don't forget to check out my Speak to Spark Arousal program at speaktosparkarousal.com, where I talk about how you get that confidence to just walk up with that big dick energy, no matter who you are, no matter what you look like, no matter what she looks like, to the point where she's freaking excited to hear from you and engaging that much more once she does. So check yourself before you wreck yourself by looking at these 7 things. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.